Alright guys, I'm back for another PBR Wi-Fi battle. Now, I'm using the same team that I used earlier on. This is actually the first time I used them. However, I did make a fatal mistake in this battle, which cost Love Disc its sweep. Pardon my voice, it feels kind of weak today. I don't know if it's going to affect the narration. But anyway, they started with Shift Tree and I started with Yuxi. I set up the Stealth Rocks right away since there's really not too much Shift Tree can do that can hurt me that badly. He goes for Dark Pulse, and that's not really going to do too much to Yuxi. It'll be about a 3-hit knockout. But however, I can't yawn, and I only have one more turn before Yuxi is actually killed off. So he ends up going for Sucker Punch, which was a bad move on his part, which allows me to set up the rain. Now, since Yuxi is pretty much useless at this point, I'm going to Memento, which will kill off my Yuxi and allow me to abuse the rain for Scizor. Now, he's gonna go for another Dark Pulse, I believe, after my Memento. So he was probably thinking I was gonna U-turn or something. Or Psychic, one of the two. Well, actually, Psychicing would be stupid, considering that Shift Tree is part Dark type. But anyway, excuse me, I just woke up. But anyway, out comes my Scizor to start setting up for Love Disc. And I'm gonna set up the light screen first, just in case he's got that Charizard. However, I think Charizard is one of the few Pokemon that can actually still hurt Scizor in the rain. But I'm still going to take my chances, considering Scizor is pretty much all I've got to set up on it. He goes for Explosion to try and take out my Scizor. However, it only does about a third of damage, not even a third, more like a fifth of damage. So Scizor was not even affected by it. I set up the light screen to raise more of Scizor's special defense, so since most Charizards are special, it's not really going to be hurting me at all, unless of course it's carrying Overheat. So anyway, I believe the Charizard comes out now. Yes, the Charizard comes out now, which is going to take heavy damage from the Stealth Rock, and actually that looks pretty good on my side, because after a Swords Dance, an Aqua Jet should be enough to take out that Charizard. Well, I could use Waterfall too, since Swift Swim is now active. But he ends up roosting off the damage from the Stealth Rock. I'm going to set up the Swords Dance to get ready to pass off. And I believe I only do one Swords Dance. I don't remember off the top. No, I don't do one Swords Dance. I do, I believe, all three. Yeah, I go for the second Swords Dance here, and I believe the Charizard goes for an Air Slash, which is a stupid move to use on a Scizor. Oh no, it goes for the Will-O-Wisp first. That's the first time I've actually seen a Will-O-Wisp on Charizard. But anyway, he burns my Scizor, thinking that my Scizor is setting up to sweep his team, but that's not the way it's working here. So my second Swords Dance is up. Since I've got enough life, I'm going to set up the third and final Swords Dance and get ready to pass into Love Disc. So the third Swords Dance is being set up here. I'm just waiting for my opponent to make his move, and he goes for Air Slash this turn, probably hoping to try and flinch me. As you can see, with Light Screen, that's not doing anything to Scizor, not to mention its max special defense and max hit points. So the third Swords Dance is up, and it's finally time to pass over to Love Disc. Now, since Scizor is slower, I'm going to be able to safely get it in, unless of course he decides to attack me with Overheat, which is probably, I think Overheat's the only move that would really kill Scizor, even with Rain and Light Screen up. He ends up going for Roost this turn, thinking I would attack him, and he was probably going to use that to stall me out with Will-O-Wisp's Burn. So I pass off into Love Disc, and now it's time for Love Disc to do its job. So Light Screen wears off this turn. It doesn't matter too much anymore, because Love Disc is pretty frail to begin with, and the fact that it's already boosted in max attack, and it's got good speed thanks to the Rain. Not to mention its water type attack is boosted now. So I'm going to go for the Waterfall, just to eliminate that Charizard, and that's going to end up hitting it and taking it out in one shot. So Charizard is gone. Okay, so he's got one final Pokemon, which is... what was it? I can't believe I forgot what it was. Oh, it was a Porygon 2. Now here I made a fatal mistake, which cost Love Disc its sweep. I ended up going for Return this turn, which was not smart. I should have went for the Waterfall again, but I was not thinking when I made this move, and it ended up costing Love Disc its sweep. Well, semi-sweep, I should say, because it only knocked out 2 Pokemon. Or not even, it only knocked out 1. But I hit it with Waterfall. It activates its Citrus Berry. It's gonna Thunderbolt. I'm gonna be able to take that thanks to my Focus Sash, or not even my Focus Sash. It actually takes that with 28 hit points left. So this turn I'm going for Waterfall, which I was so upset at myself after this, because after realizing what I did and seeing how much Waterfall did, I realized that Waterfall would have been a 2-hit knockout even with the Citrus Berry. So I was not happy when I saw that. So he ends up Thunderbolting, and he eliminates my Love Disc, which sucked big time because I ended up ruining Love Disc's first semi-sweep. So I go back into Scizor. Even though I'm burned, Bullet Punch should be strong enough to take out that Porygon Z without any boosts. So I'm just going to go for the Bullet Punch and actually hope, because after a burn, attack can be lowered to so much of a point that even with that much health, a Pokemon can survive. However, the Bullet Punch manages to take out the Porygon Z, and I managed to take this battle. So that's it, guys, and I will see you next time.
The results are in. The blue corner has won the game.